please give a very warm welcome to Tahmima Anam.
Thank you, Peter. So when I was growing up, when I was a teenager, I hated inviting people over to my house. And the reason was my father's lungi. So a lungi is this kind of sarong that men wear in Bangladesh. And he would insist on driving my friends home wearing his lungi. And on the drive home, he would play cassettes of songs of the great Bengali poet Rabindranath Tagore. And he would pause after every line and translate to my friend sitting in the back seat what this great poet was saying, like, here he's talking about, man's love for the divine. Anyway, so as I grew up, this embarrassment shifted from the family to my city. I come from an unlovely city, a city that is difficult to love. It neither sounds nor looks nor smells beautiful. And so I was shocked when Peter asked if he could bring the Hay Festival to Dhaka. And it actually happened in this room. I was doing 5x15, and Rosie Boycott said, should we come to Bangladesh? And I was thinking, please don't come to Bangladesh. And I said, yes, of course, you must absolutely come to Bangladesh. And I was hoping in the months between that conversation and when they actually arrived that something would happen to cancel the festival, but alas, that didn't happen. And in October of 2011, Peter arrived with John Gower, Tiffany Murray, and Andrew Miller, I believe, David Miller, sorry, I know, white people's names, all the same. So they came, and I was worried that something would go wrong, that someone would, I don't know, at the very least ask embarrassing questions, or someone would get dengue fever, or someone would drop a bomb or something on the festival. But none of that happened. It was absolute magic. And in that day, it was only one day, thousands of people came. They crowded into the rooms at the British Council. They asked questions. They interrogated the writers. And my city was suddenly transformed from a place of shame and embarrassment to a place, a city of poets, a city of readers, a city where people had decided that they were going to speak their minds despite the very real challenges that they faced. So it was incredibly moving for me, and also it became, now Dhaka is a place where literary festivals can happen, and no one had ever believed that except Peter. So that was incredible. But the story has an amazing ending. So they arrived at 5 in the morning, and we had the festival, and then we partied, and we danced, and we, all went home. And at the end of the night, around 2 or 3 a.m., I crawled under my mosquito net, and I crawled into bed, and I thought, what an incredible day. I'll never sleep. Of course, I fell asleep. And then my phone rang a few minutes later, and there was Peter, and he said, I'm terribly sorry, but there wasn't room in the airport taxi for me, so they've all gone to the airport, and I'm stranded at the hotel. So I crawled out of my mosquito net, and I woke up my father, and I said, we have to drive Peter to the airport. And there he was in his lungi, and he got into his car, and we drove to the airport, and that was the end of one of the best days of my life. So thank you, Peter, and thank you all.